Hey everybody, welcome to Fun Facts. If you are seeking information, you are at the right place. Today, we're going to go over the most amazing top 10 facts about New Year. Make sure to watch until number 1, because it's one of the most amazing facts you will ever see. Number 10. A celebration of the New Year dates back 4,000 years, making it the oldest celebration on the planet. On January 1st, the first national holiday was declared by Julius Caesar, the Roman emperor, who was the first to do so. Janus, the Roman god of doors and gates, was the inspiration for the month's name. Two faces could be seen on Janus, one looking forward and the other looking backward. Caesar believed that dedicating a month to this god would be appropriate. In the United States, 45% of people make resolutions for the coming year. Number 9. The most popular resolutions include losing weight, becoming more organized, spending less and saving more, staying fit and healthy, and quitting smoking. Despite the fact that nearly half of all Americans make resolutions, 25% of those who make resolutions give up on them by the second week of January. Number 8. Make a point of eating plenty of leafy greens on New Year's Day. Tradition has it that the more leafy greens a person consumes, the more prosperity he or she will experience. What a great incentive to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Tradition also holds that legumes bring prosperity because beans and peas are shaped like coins. According to the legend, it's no surprise that so many people consume black-eyed peas on January 1st. Opening a bottle of champagne is a popular way for many people to bring in the new year. During this period, approximately 360 million glasses of sparkling wine are consumed in the United States. The invention of the cork dates back to the 17th century, when the bubbly stuff first appeared on the scene. Number 7. If you eat black-eyed peas, ham, and cabbage on New Year's Eve or day, you will be considered lucky, because it is believed that they will bring you money. A reverse in fortune is believed to be brought about by lobster and chicken, because lobsters can move backward and chickens can scratch in the opposite direction, and thus these foods are considered unlucky. In Italy, people wear red underwear on New Year's Day to ensure that they have good fortune throughout the year. The tradition can be traced back to the Middle Ages. During the Roman period, January was named after Janus, the god with two faces, one facing forward and the other facing backwards. He is the god of beginnings, transitions, gates, doors, passages, and endings, as well as the god of beginnings and transitions. Number 6. If Santa Claus is the most commonly associated symbol with Christmas, then Baby New Year is the most commonly associated symbol with, you guessed it, New Year's. It is common to see a baby New Year dressed in only a diaper, black top hat, and a sash that depicts the numbers of the year. During the course of the year, according to legend, he matures into an old man. On New Year's Eve, make sure you're with family or loved ones to celebrate. This person you meet the first time in the new year could set the tone for the rest of the year ahead of you. This holds true for both individuals and couples. If a couple who is celebrating New Year's together does not kiss, the future of their relationship may be in jeopardy. So make sure to kiss your significant other on the lips this year. Number 5. At the Mummers Parade in Philadelphia, more than 10,000 participants parade through City Hall, while dressed in a variety of elaborate costumes. With origins dating back to the mid-18th century, the parade incorporates elements from Irish, German, English, Swedish, and other European cultural traditions. The comic division is comprised of characters from popular culture. If you happen to be in the area around New Year's, make sure to stop by this event. According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, vehicles are stolen on New Year's Day at a higher rate than on any other holiday, including Christmas. Also, don't assume that your old car is safe from harm. The Honda Accord, model year 1994, was the most stolen vehicle in 2011. If you want to deter car theft, park your vehicle in a well-trafficked area and keep your keys with you at all times. Number 4. Celebration at Times Square. The first New Year's Eve party in Times Square was hosted by a newspaper company. The annual tradition of assembling in Times Square for New Year's Eve began as a party to commemorate the completion of the New York Times building in 1904, and has continued ever since. There were over 200,000 people in attendance. In addition, 2,000 pounds of confetti are thrown into Times Square. Confetti is not a new concept, but in 2015, the term wishfetti was added to the repertoire of party favors. People write their New Year's resolutions on paper and post them on the wish wall in Times Square or on the internet. and those resolutions are transformed into confetti that is thrown over the crowd at midnight. The weight of the Times Square ball has been yo-yoing. The original ball weighed 700 pounds and was constructed of iron and wood. In later years, it was reduced to 400 pounds of wrought iron before being replaced with an aluminium frame in 1955. Waterford partnered with Philips Lighting to create a shimmery LED display for the ball, which now weighs 875 pounds. It wasn't until the millennium that the ball received its new look and materials. A crowd of approximately 1 million people gathers in Times Square in New York City to witness the ball drop. The ban on fireworks on New Year's Eve in Times Square resulted in the establishment of the Times Square ball drop. The first ball, which weighed 700 pounds and was illuminated by 125-watt lights, was thrown in 1907. The current ball is far superior to the previous one, thanks to technology. In its current state, it is covered in 688 crystals and illuminated by 32,000 LED lights. It weighs 875 pounds and has a diameter of 12 feet. When Harry Met Sally, do you recall the final scene, in which Harry mentions a song after he and Sally kiss each other? In this case, it was the song Auld Lang Syne, which is traditionally sung at the conclusion of New Year's Eve parties. It was written by Scottish poet Robert Burns in 1788. Despite the fact that the majority of people do not know the words to Auld Lang Syne, the overall message is that people must remember their loved ones, whether they are deceased or alive, and keep them close to their hearts. Number 3, while American Samoa is one of the last places to ring in the new year. After Baker and Howland Islands, which are both uninhabited, American Samoa is actually the second to last place on the planet to welcome in the new year, following only Alaska. Some tourists take advantage of the time difference by flying from Samoa to American Samoa, allowing them to celebrate twice in one place. Number 2, the ancient Babylonians celebrated their New Year's celebrations in the month of March. Traditionally, the beginning of the new year coincided with the arrival of spring, on the occasion of Akitu, a 12-day festival that focused more on prayer than on finding a midnight kiss. Thousands of people gathered to pray. Ethiopia, meanwhile, will ring in the new year on September 11th. The 8th year of the Common Era marked the beginning of their calendar, when our year counting started. The 13 months of this solar calendar, which was derived from the Egyptians, are divided into 2 years. Number 1, during the Revolutionary War, the French developed a new calendar system. To commemorate the country's new age of liberty, the French Republican calendar was in use during the Revolution and for the following 12 years. It was created using a decimal system and was briefly resurrected during the Paris Commune in 1871, when it was deemed obsolete. Subscribe and turn on notifications to get informed so you don't miss more videos of the most amazing top 10 facts and much more. Check out this playlist for other amazing top 10 facts. And remember guys, knowledge is power. With AP. Peace.